Hi everyone, it's your instructor Renee Garcia. I'd like to go over the class with you a little bit, kind of show you what's going on here. So this is the page that you'll come on to once you log in. You've got this start here page and then a couple more things. So let's go to the start here quickly. And I have step 1, watch the orientation video. That's this. Read the syllabus. Submit your responses to introduce yourselves post, and then you go on to week 1 and the start here prompt. Okay, here we go. Okay, so announcements are going to be here. I don't have any right now, but every time I send an announcement, it'll go through here. And you'll see different layers to this as we go through the course. This is really important. You must be checking in the announcements regularly. I will send you messages via the LCAD email as well, but I also want you to check the announcements. It's really important to do that, to know what's coming up, if there's any changes or anything else. I will always email, as I said, but it's important to do that too. Okay. The introduce yourselves is the post I want you to respond to, the discussion prompt. This is not so much a discussion as much as getting to know each other. So I want you to answer some of these questions. Sometimes it's really good to know who's nearby to be a support for you. Like I said, this is in the liquid syllabus. Community is really important. Being able to have people that support you is so vital, especially these days when we can be so isolated. So sometimes knowing that somebody is taking this class who's like a block away from you can be just the thing that makes you want to do better in the class or helps you to stay motivated. So make sure you fill this out, okay? And you're just going to click on this and add your own responses. The syllabus is just a Word doc. And I'm just going to show you that really quickly. I'm not going to go through it. It's pretty extensive, mainly because of all of the LCAD policies that must be in the syllabus for this class. So here is my email address. Zoom office hours. I should put that in here. Zoom office hours are every Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 12:30, and I will have a Zoom link for you here, so that all you have to do is click on that, and I'll have that actually even in the first start here drop down, so you can access that easily. And the course description, student learning outcomes. There's a lot of information. I really want to make sure that you read it extensively. There are, like I said, policies from LCAD that you probably know very well, but it's still good to refresh yourselves. Things that are going to be different, the discussions. Some of you have limited experiences doing online classes, and I understand that. So it's vital that you read these to understand what my expectations are for you, okay? 2 post requirements per week per discussion. And then they have to be, they have to be substantive. So I'll supply examples for you and a rubric for you as well, so that you know what I'm looking for. Book of Origins assignments, these vary. There are 8 of them, and they are based on the topics of that week. So I want to make sure that you understand what this is about. You can use any of these softwares. You can use a drawing pad and take a photo of it and send it to me, but these are required. Okay, a lot more information here, so please make sure that you read that over. There is a pass, no pass option for this class, so you can talk to me or you can talk to your counselor about this option if that's something you need to do. This does not have to happen right away. You have a little bit of time to think about that too. The grading scale is pretty straightforward for this class. Discussions are 150 points total. Origins projects are 180 points total. Let me put Book of Origins here actually. which gives us a total for the class of 330. It's obviously not a very complex grading system. It's very straightforward for a reason. My personal statement is here. I'll let you read that on your own, but suffice it to say, to me, it is really important that you succeed in this class with your mental health intact. I know that many students suffer from anxiety. I have a child who has anxiety disorder. I have another child who has ADHD, and I understand the challenges, but I also understand the benefits of having ADHD and other diagnoses. So I want to help you maximize those positive attributes. Okay, so if you have any questions, I want you to be able to come to me, drop in on the Zooms on Tuesday or Thursday, or let's make an appointment and we can chat about some of those things. This is your class. I am your instructor, but this is your class. You pay me. So it is my job to help you to understand this information and to be able to get through it. So I want to make sure to do that. That's my job. Below is the schedule for this class. We have 15 weeks and all of the information is here. Some of it may change. It depends on what's happening. So I will always let you know, however. The articles are here. The titles of our discussions and Book of Origins are also here. Okay. That's something else. All right. So when we go down to week 1, we have the layout that you're going to see on a weekly basis. You'll have step 1 is the reading the lecture, step 2 reading the articles, step 3 usually is about your discussion. I'll usually have the title here as well. The due date for the discussions and the Book of Origins when that is assigned. The learning objectives are the biggest hint in each of these weeks. When you are taking notes on the lectures, on the articles, on the videos, or whatever, the learning objectives are what should be the focus of your notes. For example, in this first one, students will be able to explain the scientific method. You're going to be reading the scientific method, but there are many slides that relate to different things about the scientific method. So you will need to be able to explain it on your own using the information from this lecture. And if you can't, then you talk to me and we'll go over it together. Okay? So the learning objectives is what my expectation is for you to know. So that's what you should be focused on each week. You'll see the lecture link, the article links, and then the link for the discussion board. The discussion board, very easy, shows the prompt in detail. It gives them, it provides the details of what my expectations are, but you really have to read it thoroughly to understand how there are different levels to it. So, for example, this one says, I expect that you have a clear understanding of the scientific method, hypotheses, and theory. So, please provide hypotheses, 1, include independent and dependent variables, 2, 3, the type of testing you would do, 4, and the outcome, 5. So that's 5 responses in this discussion post. Then you come to another part here. I prefer you come up with your own example. Use your own words. This is still regarding this. Talking about the independent variable, providing clear hypotheses, and remember that you're not critiquing each other. So when you provide your response to another person in class, these are your parameters, okay? So one discussion post has several layers to it, so just make sure that you're understanding that. And I would suggest rewriting it in your notes so that you are numbering what you're supposed to be doing, so you don't miss anything, okay? Because I'm very thorough when I read posts. I'm looking for everything I'm expecting to find in terms of a response. Okay. That is how we will go through the class. Now, the weekly sections will not come up until the date that they're scheduled for, and you can see that on the syllabus. So for example, section 2 will not be available until September 10th. The discussion board will close on September 19th. The articles and stuff will still be available, but you won't be able to access the discussion board. Okay, so that will go all the way through to the end of our class, and I hope that this was helpful. I do want to again say that I would love to see you on Zooms, even just to introduce yourself for now, but always if you have a question or you need help or you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're anxious, please just drop in, because I know I can help. All right, take care.